Welcome to On Cooldown, the WoW news show you watch for 10 minutes because YouTube says videos should be at least that long. In today's episode, we will give you a quick refresher on what to expect from 8.2 coming out late May. Flying, portals, and a sexy new raid. Mythic Dungeon Invitational details are out, casters, affixes, and key levels. Arena World Championship has add-ons allowed. What does this mean for the players? Warcraft 1 and 2 are available for purchase on GOG.com, and some hotfixes for PvP, and the Crucible of Storms loot table will still cap at the same eye level. Sup nerds, welcome to On Cooldown, and together with my buddy Orc, we'll bring you the news, and mostly Orc because I'm a little bit camera shy. Take it away, buddy! Loctard Ogre, friends! Patch 8.1.5 has been live for a while, and after the free weekend we had some old people returning to fill in the shoes for the banned players. Right now, on the PTR universe, the server is down, more than likely making room for the 8.2 patch to be soon added. And with this in mind, let's go over a few of the key features announced at Blizzcon and over the last few months so we can spice up some interest. Judging by the patch cycles Blizzard has followed so far, it's safe to assume that 8.2 will arrive by the end of May, with the PTR being live in 1 to 2 weeks. We already know that flying will be a thing, added in 8.2 as part of the Pathfinder achievement, similar to Legion and WoD. We will be able to fly in Zandalar and Kultiras as well as in the new zones, Nazjatar and Mechagon. Not only that, we will have some new tweaks to island expeditions. The devs haven't been super clear as to what exactly that means, but they have hinted at an exploration mode where we won't be time restricted to do them. Would that mean there will be some RPG elements? Treasure hunting, quests, scenarios? They said that they want to play with the rules for islands, and this could potentially be a very interesting opportunity to turn a boring content into something actually engaging. We already know we will have heroic war fronts. Now, this is something I think should have been implemented in the first iteration of Warfronts. We can actually lose those Warfronts. They will require actual strategy to pull off, be more difficult of course, and offer better rewards. What do you guys think would make Warfronts more interesting in your opinion? Have them like some sort of mini raids, where we have to do mechanics, strategy, implement viable comps and stuff? On the transmog issue, just a refresher, but we will be able to hide all gear pieces except pants, which is a very smart restriction in my opinion, otherwise I would have to always zoom in on every female mog because I just appreciate creativity. I'll be real with you guys, BFA has left a bitter taste in my mouth, as with most other players I imagine. But I love the game, it has a sentimental value for me, and seeing the changes and future prospects actually gives me some hope. Let's talk esports because competition births growth. Not so much for the AWC scene, heyo! It has been announced a few days ago that certain add-ons will be allowed. This can be a controversial topic for some people, mainly because of what this implies. The type of add-ons that are allowed are essentially add-ons like big debuffs, S-Arena, Gladius, Flyplates and such. One of the main purpose of these add-ons is to help players track DR for CCs, cooldown usage and such. These types of things increase skill cap in a game since they are based on the level of communication, attention and awareness, things that you cannot quantify but definitely rule out with these add-ons. And I should know because I'm a noob at keeping track of all of these things properly and have mad respect for people who can play at a big rating without the help of an add-on to tell them, they freaking use Trinket, go now! This is a trend I've seen with StarCraft 2, where Blizzard lowered the skill cap required to play at a high level by implementing quality of life changes to the game. On one side, players won't be rewarded for an advanced awareness system and communication level, but on the other hand, it would bring more teams into AWC, might see more diversity. This is a big speculation though. More players that can perform because add-ons are assisting them might not be an upgrade for the viewer experience because at the end of the day, it's all about entertainment. If esports had no audience, it wouldn't exist. What do you guys think? Too many add-ons allowed? Not enough add-ons? Will this increase the games that go to dampening? We'll see. Finishing off with esports, we have the MDI news. The list of casters is official, and although I'm only familiar with about 3 of them, I'm excited to see the scene grow in popularity. Also, the time trials begin tomorrow, and the dungeons have been announced. They're all plus 18s when it comes to the keys. Addons is one of them, and it will have Raging, Explosive, and Fortified as affixes. Of course, Reaping will be added to all of them. The one thing I'm most excited to see is the Fortified affix in Addons and how that affects the adds leading up to Vorkal. The most success I've had is by running with my Blood Decay and taking one add as a pet. I'm curious to know how you guys do high Addons keys. The next dungeon announced will be Underrod with Sanguine, Volcanic, and Tyrannical, and King's Rest with Bursting, Skittish, and Tyrannical. Personal thoughts on this is that Sanguine seems to be an annoying mechanic in Underrod since our groups usually skip trash by walking just outside their aggro range. Sanguine will make that difficult, meaning that on the other hand it will bring to light some potential interesting paths with certain team comps. King's Rest with Bursting and Skittish doesn't seem too bad, at least not at the level that I did it on, but Tyrannical, especially the second to last boss, sounds entertaining to watch. One thing to keep in mind is that to be able to participate in the MDI, your account has to have a clean record for at least 6 months, meaning the players that were banned last week for the potion exploit and, well, any other past bans will not attend, theoretically. If you have checked your client, you will see that Warcraft 1 and 2 are available for purchase on the GOG platform. Yes, the original 2 Warcraft games way before WoW. Warcraft 2 was my first Blizzard game and my first ever strategy game, and it was my gateway into the Warcraft universe. I've talked to a lot of people who either started their WoW and Blizzard journeys with Warcraft 3 or straight up with WoW. With clearly no endorsement whatsoever, I really recommend you guys buy at least Warcraft 2 since it still runs and plays great to this day. On a shorter tangent, Crucible of Storms loot has been a topic for discussion for a few weeks now, and mainly that had to do with its own loot table. Which, yeah, it's super cool. We already know that the eye level of the gear will just be 5 above Battle for the Azshara lore, which I am super excited about. I dislike the 30 eye level boost in gear between raid tiers. They've done that for Old Year and most likely do that for 8.2, but I hope not. But on the plus side, the Titan forging cap will not increase by 5 eye levels for Crucible, which is a win in my book. Every little thing that doesn't support Titan forging is a win for me. Like this video if you think Titan forging is a shit system, or like it if you don't. I'm okay either way, really. And lastly, we had a few hotfixes earlier this week, addressing bugs, which is always nice. But more so than this, we have a buff to the amount of conquest points we earn until we get our overall 9th cap gear. This kind of feels like artifact knowledge catch-up. Addresses the PvP gearing issues, although does not completely abolish it. It has been generally accepted that the best way to gear is through Mythic Plus, and that might still be true. But it felt like PvP players were forced too much to do dungeons instead of what they love so they can gear up. More so for people that play multiple alts in ranked arenas and battlegrounds. And speaking of arenas, the Tiger's Peak has been taken down from the arena pool and will be added back in the future. Blizzard wants to work on it in the meantime, and I want to know what they plan with it exactly. Never had strong feelings going either way for this arena, but maybe you guys do. I would be interested to know what you think about this arena being retired temporarily and what might be done with it in the meantime. We live stream every Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday on YouTube, and we notify you guys on social media, Facebook and Twitter, so you can follow us there and maybe join the stream and come and watch me die to fire. That's always fun. But if that's not your jam, perhaps our newest Outlaw Rogue guide is. Go check out the talents, gear, rotation and everything that you need for your Outlaw in raids and Mythic Dungeons right now. Take your bad boy and do some crazy AoE. Or bad girl. Bad girl sounds better actually. At least Garona is a kick-ass rogue. Shout out to our Patreons, Hellhunter, Helldope and Auntie Matter. We are super lucky to have you guys on board. And hey, if you guys are interested in supporting us a little bit more, Patreon page down in the description, you can come check it out and see we have a couple of perks there as well. Thanks for watching the video, hope you enjoyed the content, and hey, you can go down in the comment section below and tell me if I should switch my main from Elemental Shaman to something else, and to what exactly. Elemental Shaman is good. Have a wonderful day and see you next time.